Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. And here's Oyarzabal. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Carlos Soler goes short. There's the delivery. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been slipped through, and he cuts out the supply.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, an impressive talent that I'll be watching will be Mikel Oyarzabal. He likes to play with a freedom and drift between the flank and that number 10 position. And his skill on the ball makes him very pleasing on the eye too. You'll get some real enjoyment out of this guy.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source. Goes for a shot! Goal! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Barrenechea. And here's Oyarzabal. Gavi wins the duel this time. And the two sides separated. Oyarzabal! And there's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And here's Raul. That's put paid to the danger. Berenguer will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Carlos Soler. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oyarzabal. And it's Lopez. Gavi. Howson spots it and intercepts. Now it's Berenguer. Pass somewhat off target, and they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Kubo. That's the throw. And here's Kubo. Just eases him off the ball. That's a good run down the left. It'll be a throw-in. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Raul. Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Fermin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ferran Torres with the short one. Fermin. Can he finish? Oh, nearly. Ramiro clears.
Guipúzcoa really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's this
Chance for a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
They've played it short. And he's in on goal. And here's Lopez. Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gavi. Shoots! It's in! Into the lead once more. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
El dorsal 10.
Hong Kong have their lead. There's a sharp little ball here. Nice bit of trickery. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Showing good feet. And it's Gavi. Kubo. Oscarson. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Soler. Engages and forces him off the ball. So what can they make of this? Lovely ball and a real chance. And he shoots! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Chaleta Shah. Mikel Oyarzabal played out to the left flank. Now it's Berenechea. Can he latch on to this? Gomez. And here's Soler. Gavi. Aramburu kept his eye. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Hong Kong ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. Back on the way then. Now it's Berenguer. Now it's Lopez. Oh, nice touch. And here's Berenguer. That's good defending, very good defending. Aramburu. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And Torrientes. And this is Raul. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Foot in. Raul. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And no mistake. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Hong Kong go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Gavi, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That's good running with the ball. And this is Raul.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Raul. That's a good ball out wide. There's the shot! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? And again! And it's been taken short. And a shot! Not the most convincing of passes. And now they can spring out of defence. What a throw in.
Cambio de jugadores.
Araujo. He's in a great position here. Barrenechea. Koundé. And here's Yamal. He's found a way past. And it's Gallagher. Andre Silva, here's onto this. Barrenechea. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good spread. Now it's Andre Silva. Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17.
So now the difference
Será
is
reemplazado
3.
por el dorsal 3.
Great defending, strong and determined. Kubo. And it's Soler. Oscarson. That's going wide left. He can run onto that. Oyarzabal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's made its way to him. He's having a shot! And that's in. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Hong Kong are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well read, nice interception. Gallagher. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Pass is just off target. And he's there to get it away. Carlos Soler.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's been played through. Hong Kong needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Yamal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he can thump it away. And they're quick to get it back. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Mikel Oyarzabal. Space for him to turn and look. The final 5 minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gavi receives it in a good position here. Oh, shooting chance! And that's wide. Ramiro is there to clear. Pinches it off him. Trientes is fouled. Carlos Soler. Tries to play it through. It's Andre Silva! And that's a good finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
El dorsal 20.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Time added on 4 minutes. And it's Andre Silva. And here's Yamal. No, it's come to nothing. That's going to go a long way. He's had it taken off him. Yamal. Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Gavi! And that is as much as we have time for. Hong Kong looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Hong Kong definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight.